Hey guys, it's Techern here. In today's video, I'm teaching you how to multi-stream with the Atom Stream Suite plugin in OBS Studios. So let's jump right into it. The first thing you need to do is download the Stream Suite plugin, which I will have a link to this page down below. Once you're on this page here, what we're gonna do is click download. Gonna give it a second, and then it's gonna give us a file for us to install. So when you get this file installed, we're gonna put it in our download folder for the time being. We're gonna go to File Explorer on our computer, go to Downloads, and install the Atom Stream Suite installer. And it's going to run this like so. And it should be pretty quick to install. Once that's set up, all we need to do now is open up OBS. Now, once you open up OBS, you won't get access to everything right off the rip. You get access to a few different things though, like this new little taskbar thing. Most times around, it'll be like on the side of your canvas, like right here. Me personally, I just put it on the left side because it's not one of those things I particularly use, but you can have access to it. It's kind of just shows you some additional features. The main thing we want to look at is our docs. So you go to the top left under docs, you'll get access to quite a few different things. First of all, you get access to the main thing, chat and activity, because with this you can actually sign into your YouTube, Twitch, and Kick. And what this will do is add features like all of your chats in one place, and same thing for your activity feed, which is really nice. So I would recommend you actually sign into the platforms you use. And once you sign into a platform, you will get access to the little icon here, and then you can click reset on your alerts, and it will give you the alert feed as well. Now just to keep in mind, sometimes this thing does actually bug out when it comes to your activity. Not sure why it's the case, but just sometimes it is with it. This plugin isn't like 100% there. There's still some bugginess with it. And then if you want to add another platform, all you do is click on the plug icon, and then you can log into your other platform as well. But you can see on my main OBS, I actually have it set perfectly fine working, and it's so nice because these features are just awesome for monitoring everything in one place. And then if you want to mess with your stream title, like your tags, what category you're going to stream to on each platform, you can click on the stream info here and allow you to customize this as well, which is pretty cool. So you have a lot of flexibility with this actual plugin. For right now though, it's kind of bugged on this computer. I'm not sure why. Now, if you want to multi-stream with this plugin, what you're going to need to do is go to that taskbar from earlier and click on the wrench and screwdriver for your settings. And from here, you want to go to output. Now, there will be some stuff already in here. I'm going to show you how to do everything from scratch though. So if we want to add a output to start streaming to like Twitch, YouTube, and Kick, what we need to do is click add output. From add output, you can see stream, recording, backtrack. We want to focus on stream though. And then we want to add whatever platform we want to stream to. So for me, I want to actually stream to Twitch right here with it. So let's actually add this. And of course, we can just name it Twitch and go get our Twitch actual stream key. So once you're on the Twitch homepage, what you want to do is go to the top right on your profile icon, click on Creator Dashboard. When you're in Creator Dashboard, what you want to do is go to the left side here, go to Settings, go to Stream, and from Stream, you want to just kind of copy your stream key. And then we're just going to paste this on in here into our stream and add the output. So this, you can select whatever canvas you want to. So I'm going to use my main canvas I'm actually recording to. So you can see this is my main canvas, which will allow me to stream whatever I'm streaming from my main canvas there. So if you have multiple scenes and stuff like that, maybe they're just for just chatting, you have a face cam, or maybe you're gaming, you have a face cam gameplay. This is going to be whatever your scene is selected to. So it's going to automatically pull your main canvas. So if I switch my face cam to my gameplay, it'll still be that, which is perfect. And then you can actually customize the encoder settings too, which I definitely recommend. So you're going to check this like so. And from your encoder settings, what you're going to switch it to is from the default encoder to your actual codec you want to use. So for me, I use an NVIDIA GPU, so I want to use the NVIDIA H.264 encodec for NVENC. And then if you have an Intel Arc GPU, I would recommend the QuickSync H.264 encoder. And if you are running an AMD GPU, I would recommend the AMD hardware encoder H.264. So we're going to run NVIDIA for the time being. And once you have that selected, what you want to do is then modify your stream settings. So I know streaming to Twitch, I want to have constant bitrate, set this to 6,000, and then we can leave all the other settings on the normal. So 0, good, slow, high quality, 2 pass, and then profile on high. And then you can turn on and off look ahead depending if you're playing FPS shooters. If you're playing FPS shooters, leave this on. If not, you can disable it. And now if you go to your actual audio encoding settings, you can customize this however you want. So me primarily, I just leave this on AAC, audio track 1, which is my main track, but you can select this to whatever it be. So maybe you have a Twitch VOD track that just has like your gameplay and audio, no music. Maybe it's like that's track 2, you can select it. So I'm just leave it defaulted for the time being. The one thing I would recommend though changing is your audio bitrate from 128 samples to 320 samples. And with that, we are all good to go to actually stream with Twitch this plugin. So we can just click OK. Now once you've done that, you can actually add your output settings. So go back in your docs, go to outputs, and this will allow you to actually monitor everything you stream to. So you can see right now we stream with our main OBS settings to Twitch. It'll go live to Twitch, and then we can actually see our Twitch output setting, which is the one we just added for actually multi-streaming. So we don't want to use this though because our main OBS is already doing Twitch, but if you wanted to, you can do so. So now if you want to add another platform, all we do is the exact same thing. We can go to the output gear icon or go to the wrench tool over here. We'll do the actual gear icon for the time being in outputs. We can go to outputs, add an output, we call it stream. We can go to YouTube and then add our YouTube stream key. Once you're on the home page for YouTube, all you want to do is go to the top right under create, click go live. It's going to take a second to load. Once it loads, you want to click on the 2 cube icon here, click copy, and then we want to just paste our stream key here in for YouTube. And once you add your stream key, you can click create output, and then you can do the exact same thing by scrolling down here. You'll see YouTube's been added, and then we can use the main canvas because we want to multi-stream our main canvas to multiple platforms, and then you can customize the encoder. And for YouTube, I would recommend doing the exact same thing. Use whatever encoder you want to use, but switching actually your constant bitrate from 6,000 to 12,000 if you can with your bandwidth for your PC, and just leave everything else the exact same. But if you can't do 12,000 bitrate, I would recommend at least 6,000. And you can just leave your audio settings the same besides switching up your audio bitrate from like 128 samples to 320. Then if we want to add another platform, just do the exact same as earlier. We're going to click add, click stream. Then let's just say, for example, here we're going to add kick. We go here and to get our kick stream key. Once you're on the kick homepage, all you're going to do is click on your profile icon on the top right. Go to creator dashboard. It's going to load on up. Go to the left side here. Click your stream key and URL, or stream URL and stream key. And you're just going to copy your stream key. You're going to have to do 2FA if you already have it set up. And all you're going to do is copy your stream key, go back to OBS, and you're just going to paste it in like so. Once it's pasted in there, you want to click create output. Now we're just the exact same thing, leave our canvas on main, and then we can customize this however we want. So for our encoder settings, we're just going to do what we wanted to do earlier like we did with the previous one. And then we can just set our bitrate for 6,000 for kick as well. And if you want to, you can actually rescale output. I've noticed streaming 720p is better than 1080p because Kick's hardware encoder on the website isn't particularly the best. So I would click rescale output, switch this from 1920 by 1080, downscale it to 720p. And then just change it from bilinear to 36 samples. This will give you a better stream on Kick, I've noticed. Unless you're a partner on Kick, then 1920 by 1080. Now, if you do want to actually start streaming on TikTok, you can actually add TikTok via the normal method, but I would recommend you do something a little bit different. So we're gonna actually go to canvases. From canvases, we're gonna add a new canvas. So I want to show you guys how to set this on up. We're gonna create a vertical canvas, and we're gonna call this TikTok for the time being. And from here, we want to make this 1080 x 1920, meaning this is 9 by 16, 16 by 9. The reverse of this is actually horizontal, so we don't want that. We want vertical. So we're just going to leave this as create a new canvas, click OK. It's going to add us a new canvas in OBS, which is awesome and takes so much unnecessary space. So you can actually customize this however you want for adding like your sources and stuff like that for your face cam and gameplay. So I'll just do this for the time being, show you guys how I will set it up. So I'm gonna add my display capture for my gameplay right here, and then I'm just gonna add a super simple face cam by right clicking, add a video capture device, and then add my face cam as so, paste that in here, and then we can drag this wherever you want. But once you set it on up, you don't have to leave it in here. So I'm just gonna untick it for the time being, and the reason why we're unticking it is because then we can actually mess with the actual output settings. For some reason, it is like showing so much unnecessary stuff for actually TikTok, for like the properties, transforms, stuff like that. So we're gonna remove all this extra stuff we don't need. So I'm just gonna quickly fix up my setup here because honestly this plugin is really cool once you set it up the first time and you don't mess with it ever again. But setting it up for the first time is kind of just a hassle because it's sometimes really buggy when it shouldn't really be the case. All we want to do is add our TikTok stream key and URL, so that way we can start streaming the TikTok with this, with that actually vertical canvas. So we're gonna click on the gear icon here in our outputs. From here, go to the outputs, add actually stream, then TikTok, and then we want to put in a URL and stream key for TikTok. Now, I personally do not have either one of these, even though I've talked to Carter Pulse. Your boy hasn't hooked me up with it, which is unfortunate because I'd love to show you how to set up. So we're just going to show you guys how to set it up without it, and we're going to just click create output. Now, once you're in here, you're going to scroll all the way to the bottom for actually TikTok. So you're going to see TikToks right here. And we're going to switch this from our main canvas to that canvas we just created, which is called TikTok, which is our vertical canvas, which will be awesome. And then we can customize our encoder settings and do the exact same thing. Make this our hardware encoder. And then I would recommend just setting this to 6,000 bitrate, which is way more than enough for a vertical canvas. And then just for actual audio settings, we can just switch up the samples from 320 samples. So that means when we start streaming to YouTube, Twitch, and also Kick, it'll be 1920 by 1080. But when we start streaming to actually TikTok, it'll be 9 by 16 or 1080 1920, which will be a complete vertical canvas, which is awesome. So now all we have to do if we want to actually start streaming is we click go live. So we can click streaming here on main OBS to actually stream to Twitch, or if you already have it added here, you can do the exact same thing. Unfortunately, you cannot sync them, that I'm at least aware of. So what we're gonna do is start streaming by clicking go live on Twitch. We're gonna click go live on YouTube, and then we're gonna click go live on actually Kick. So now if we start streaming to all three of these platforms, what should happen is it should work perfectly when we start multi-streaming. So you can see we're now live on Twitch, YouTube, and Kick with the Atom plugin, which is awesome. Now I want to show you guys what you can expect if you do start streaming to TikTok with this actual plugin. Since I don't have this TikTok stream key URL, we're going to use YouTube and switch our canvas to TikTok, of course, and then we're going to just click OK. So now when we start streaming to actually YouTube, it'll be using that vertical canvas, which will be 9:16. So let's just go live. I'll just take a second to load, but you can actually see here we're streaming vertically to actually YouTube. So this is what it would look like if you expect to stream to TikTok, which is really nice about this actual plugin, that you can fully customize the canvases. And then when you're done with streaming, you can just click end stream by clicking the actual stream icon. And that is how you multi-stream with the Atom Stream Suite plugin. If you guys did find this video helpful or even interesting, make sure to smash the like button and get subscribed so I miss some future tech content. And I recommend you check out this video next, which shows you the ultimate multi-stream setup. This is a setup I use, and it's honestly so good. I recommend you check out this video next.